Hey, you guys. Nobody's on again, so when they come back on, let them know something happened.
All right. So we'll still call it in chat until we start getting some viewers back in.
Yeah. Reese Bacon never fails. Never fails.
2 huge plays on the last drive, he giveth, and then on this drive, he taketh away. Reese Bacon. It's an encroachment.
That's every week.
Penalty. Those of you, see a few of you are back with us. We're back on. We had some technical difficulties for a while there. Seems like just about every stream in the booth we got sidetracked and derailed. We were able to get it figured out. So here's what you guys missed. So Clovis North, DJ Frampton threw a touchdown pass, put Clovis North up 7-0. We returned the ensuing kickoff. Brock Jones. Oh, we got a fumble. That ball is out. Oh.
And it rolled right back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah. So it's going to bring out 3rd and 10. Broncos very fortunate that rolled right back to the quarterback. Like I said, Brock Jones returned the ensuing kickoff back.
Coach.
90-plus yards for a touchdown.
Are you on?
So right now, with 48 seconds left in the first quarter, we are at Buchanan 7, Clovis North 7. 3rd down and 10 here. Clock's almost ran out in the first quarter, and the Buchanan offense has yet to even take a snap.
It had to be the internet altogether because we were hardwired, and it was still messed up. Sorry about that, Jordan.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. So we just had a false start call on the Broncos, which is going to take them back 5 yards, going to put them in a 3rd down and 15 situation. So we're in a good distance right here.
Can you believe it's 25 seconds left in the first quarter, and we have not ran not one offensive play, and the score is 7-7?
Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. It almost feels like there was a running clock or something. I mean, geez. We lost track of some time here. Okay, so they elect to hand the ball off, met immediately by number 77, Zane Ricks. Number 27, Michael Mertens. It's going to bring up 4th down at about 18. And there's a 3rd down and 18. No, 4th down and 18. So we're going to see the punting unit come on for the Broncos.
So at least we'll start the second quarter off with offense.
Yeah, so I think we're fortunate to be tied right now, 7-7. All things considered.
All things considered.
It's kind of crazy. That's one of Brock's first big plays this year in the 10th game of the year. I mean, he's a hell of a player.
What's even better about that? What's even better about that? One of his first big plays of the year. What's even better that it happened tonight?
Against his ex school,
exactly.
Right? Against Clovis North.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if everybody else on our team is flat, I know Brock was ready to play. I know he was up to play this game. All right, so to those of you who are just rejoining us, we are getting ready to start the second quarter. We apologize for those technical difficulties. We were up here frantically trying to get things on point for you, but here's what you missed.
We missed you guys.
A 6-yard touchdown pass from DJ Frampton to Clovis North receiver to put them up 7-0. Was then followed by Brock Jones returning the ensuing kickoff, 90-plus yards for a touchdown. Here we are, 3rd down and 19. We've got a reverse handoff right there, and he's met. That's the 2nd consecutive big play by defensive lineman Zane Ricks. He's having a really good season, and DJ talks really highly of Ricks too. When I quiz him about the lineman and all that, he always has a lot of really positive things to say about Zane Ricks.
Now, Zane is a sophomore or a junior?
Zane is a junior.
Okay.
And his dad played, I believe it was nose guard or defensive tackle or nose guard.
Man, you see how big his dad is?
At Fresno State, yeah, he's got some of the biggest hands I've ever seen in my life, and forearms.
Hands, man, they make me feel vulnerable when I shake his hands. and I'm not a little guy.
All right, Jones going to get another opportunity to return here. He's picking up the right way. He's got some room. He's still pulling forward. Nearly gets stripped.
Oh, boy, where's the flag? Where's the flag? There we go.
So
there we go.
Jones returned that back down to about the 26-yard line. So we got a 15-yard late hit penalty, which will be half the distance to the goal. That means we're going to take over on our first possession.
In the red zone.
Yeah, at about their 13-yard line. And Jones showed a lot of self-control right there. You know, his emotions are running high playing against Clovis North. Takes a cheap shot, late hit out of bounds. He jumps up right away, jogs off to his own sideline.
Hey,
that's maturity.
That's Stanford.
That's Stanford right there. Yeah, that's Stanford.
Because if he was going to Miami, whoa, oh my goodness, sidelines are cleared. What's going on here, Jordan?
We got.
Oh,
okay, we started out with Kendall at the quarterback spot, so now we're in our normal setup here. Wow, so.
Yeah, hey, Clovis North was like, what in the heezy?
So Clovis North immediately calls a timeout.
Kimberly, again, you're very welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Okay, all right. Looks like Jackie Bradley Jr. hit a home run in the bottom of the 8th to tie that game up 1-1.
Oh, wow.
Dodgers hanging on by a thread. Kimberly, we appreciate the love. I second Chris's notion. We're happy to broadcast for you guys or to live stream for you and give you an opportunity to either tune in, you know, to listen to our beautiful voices serenade you or to watch the game.
On the Quiet Storm.
Score 7-7, 11 minutes, 5 seconds left in the second quarter. DJ Stevenson is in the shotgun, joined by his backfield compatriot, Kendall Milton. Jones in motion.
See what the defense is going to do.
Handoff goes to Kendall. Kendall bounces it outside. Looks like he's gonna coast in for a touchdown from 12 yards out. 13 yards out, 1 carry, 13 yards, 1 touchdown. Kendall Milton's in, gonna take the score, gonna add to the score, 13-7. Buchanan is up, 10:58 left in the first quarter. We got 13, possibly 14 points on the board, and we've ran 1 offensive play thus far, Chris. I'll take that.
Hey, it's funny, but it's not funny.
All right, we got an update on the Liberty-Bakersfield game. At the end of the first quarter, the score is Liberty. I think it's the Liberty Patriots, right?
Liberty Patriots.
Liberty Patriots, 0. Bakersfield Drillers, 0.
Oh, wow.
Shaping up to be a defensive struggle. 2 very talented teams. Very similar matchup, Chris, to Buchanan versus Central, with Liberty being the Buchanan of that matchup, being a larger team more known for physical play, versus the Drillers being the Central being the team that is more known for the athletes and although the offenses are very different from Bakersfield to Central, but they're both known to be powerhouses that consistently put out high-level athletes.
Mm-hmm. And that's one thing, man. Bakersfield usually consistently puts out talent, you know.
Oh, all the time.
Because there ain't nothing else to do down there. Hey, you've driven through.
I wonder if that's how they talk about Fresno, like the way because we talk bad about Bakersfield, like the city itself. I bet they talk bad about Fresno. Say what you want about Fresno, but at least Fresno doesn't have like Oildale attached to it.
Hey, bro, you know what I mean? They don't call us the armpit of California. Hey, no disrespect to Bakersfield, but that city is horrible. I have some buddies that are down there, so I know I'm gonna hear from them later on. I probably won't even get to the car good.
All right, that is going to be a touchback. That's the Race Malum that I've come to love and appreciate.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm talking and not messing with. See, that's why I'm quiet most of the time, because I'm trying to focus on mastering this video skills. So I apologize, you guys.
So, Chris, I know that you're from the Bay Area originally, and you have no interest in talking about the LA Lakers. But I have an interest in talking about the LA Lakers. I watched the game. I watched both games the last 2 nights.
I like the fight. I was interested in the fight.
Yeah, Brandon Ingram. I saw. I saw. This is probably the funniest thing I saw on the internet in the last 2 weeks. So somebody captured a still photo of Brandon Ingram, like that sucker punch he threw, and his arm looked like it was like 10 feet long. And somebody was like, "How did Brandon Ingram morph into Dhalsim from Street Fighter 2?" Oh man, that was so funny.
Oh my God!
Hey, spit my Cheerios out and cried for a second.
That dude has no issue taking off on somebody.
None whatsoever. And he's like 6'10", 146 pounds.
Throwing hands.
And he was ready. Yes.
But then I saw the replay back in the day of who was that elbow Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the stomach, and he kind of grabbed his midsection and stumbled backwards, but then walked up like nothing.
Kareem
oh my God!
Right?
Knocked him to the ground.
I forget who it was, but I do remember that incident. All right, Frampton hands the ball off on second down. Stop for no gain. This is the Buchanan defense that I know. So we had a very rough opening series on defense. Came back, played very strong on the second series, and now we're forcing him into a third and long here. We got an update on the Clovis West Clovis High game. Clovis West 7, Clovis Cougars 0.
Hey,
Clovis Cougars.
How about Clovis West coach who said, "You know what? I quit." You know what?
Heard a lot of on Twitter. I heard a lot of positive things about him. I didn't really know him well or know much about him. Okay, throwing into traffic.
Oh,
that's
nice
Cropper.
pick, Jalen Cropper.
Jalen Cropper with picking the ball off, and he's brought down back to the 20-yard line. That's a big-time play.
That was a big-time play by
Jalen Cropper. Took his official visit to Utah last week. He looked good in that black and red.
He looked really good,
black and red for Utah. I'm sure he looked good in the red and white at Fresno State because he looks good in the red and white for Buchanan. But it would continue the string, right? He donned the red and white for the Sanger Apaches. He dons the red and white for Buchanan.
Yeah.
Red and white has treated him well. Maybe Fresno State.
I think it's something to it.
Could be. All right, we're going to take over on the 21-yard line just outside the red zone. Out comes our offense. Are we going to score on the first play again? I go to the same exact play right here. Give it to Kendall and see.
Well, if you look what they just did, they've actually loaded this side of the field. If you look at that defense.
Yeah. They're definitely in zone coverage because they still have that defensive back. So we hand the ball off at the middle. Kendall picking his way forward.
I would have liked to see him decide to cut it back.
Okay, we got number 70. Jason Franco is down on the field right now. One of the things we talked about at the onset of this game is we wanted to make sure we got out of this game healthy.
And that's one of the big linemen.
Franco's one of our big hogs up front. So hopefully this is just a nick, nothing serious here.
Well, being optimistic not only about him but about everybody is if everything works right, if the seedings work right going into playoffs, if we're able to walk out of here with a win tonight, we'll have 2 weeks to rest.
Gage, what's going on, my man?
My guy.
Good to see you, brother. Or good to read you.
Gage, when you coming up here, man, check this out, Gage. When you coming up here to get in the booth with us for one of our games, bro?
All right, we got another update from Gavin. So Clovis West, after they scored that touchdown, attempted an onside kick, recovered it, and then stuck another touchdown on the Clovis High Cougars. So, man, the Clovis West Eagles, with the news that their coach was going to be stepping down.
He rolled out, bro. He rolled out.
They basically showed up ready to play to prove a point. So I was actually in the middle of a thought about the coach over at Clovis West. I heard a lot of positive things about him, and the official reasoning he said was to focus on his health and spending time with his family. So tough to argue with those two things. I think those two things are far more important than football. Now, if those are the actual real reasons,
right? Let me say, and this is not. Hey, this has nothing to do with the coach. Absolutely nothing to do with the coach. But if you look at most corporate statements, when an exec is fired or forced to step down. Again, nothing to do with Clovis West. That's just like the typical email that goes out to the organization.
All right, so Franco is limping. Getting some help off the field. Hope for the best for that young man. He's played very well up front for us all year.
It's good to see the other Bears run on the field to help him walk off. So who just stepped on for him? Was he on the left side? I think he was on the left side, which brings OK in, number 74.
No, OK has been starting for us.
Okay, so.
Yeah, so I want to say it's actually number 70.
Shane Pond?
They shuffle. I think it's 75, Shane Pond, who has stepped on. Or, actually, I stand corrected. I think he was our left guard. I think it could be.
So okay, so that's Castillo. That's Castillo. That's Rick's in the middle. That's OK. It's
either Stute or Pond. I'll get 100% confirmation from DJ after the game's over, so you guys can all find out in a couple weeks. All right, Stevenson keeps it, rolls out to his left. He's got his eyes up the field. Throws the ball out to Jalen Cropper, makes a nice catch right there. Looks like he's going to be up for the first down, or close to the first down. Okay, a little short of the first down by about, we'll call it a long yard.
So now, if they want to run that same running play again, give it now. Let him have field to work with.
All right, looks like Liberty struck first in the battle against Bakersfield, and they're up 7-0. Handoff goes to Kendall Milton. He's going to be very close to that first down. I think he's a little short though, just from. So it's going to be fourth, and are we calling for a measurement or no? Okay, not calling for a measurement. This is where it's nice to have a quarterback sneak in the repertoire. Okay, so they are
asking for a measurement.
They are going to bring out the measure, which is good for us because this allows our coaching staff to make sure that they get their best play out there. All right, so Gage said, Chris, hit him up on Facebook. Let us know who we're going to play and when. And Gage is going to try to swap out some shifts to come join us.
Done deal, Gage. Consider it done, buddy.
Okay, that's a first down. So much ado about nothing there as we pick up a first down. So now we've got our entire playbook open to us. It's actually 1st and 10, though, not 1st and goal because we are outside of the 10-yard line. So it will be possible for us to get a first down here. Yeah, I've heard a lot of rumors that some teams may or may not be in the playoffs. They may be held out. So I think we're just gonna have to wait and see
what's gonna happen
on some of the results of some of the games tonight. I think Bullard had to win tonight to be able to advance into the tournament.
Because before it was like everybody made it.
Yeah.
And so again, that was part of them starting the season earlier for the new playoff structure to end earlier.
It's like Bakersfield Drillers had a touchdown that was called back for holding. Yeah, we've dealt with that before, that's for sure. Okay, first down, and there is 91 minutes and 90 seconds left. Oh, okay, never mind. 9 minutes, 19 seconds left. A little scoreboard error there for a second. That's what happens when you got Clovis North people operating the scoreboard.
Oh, wow.
Just kidding. All right, handoff up the middle to Kendall. Kendall falls forward to the 5-yard line. I want to compliment Kendall on his, and I don't want to jinx him, but I want to compliment him on his ball security. He's carried the ball quite a bit for us this year and has not once put the ball on the ground.
Hey, don't mention that. Don't mention that.
Hey, come on.
Because that's a jinx. That becomes a jinx. Come on, Jordan. You know you can't talk about that.
That's like saying he scored a lot of touchdowns this year. Oh, don't say that because you jinxed him. He's never going to score again.
That's all negative stuff.
Okay. All right. Move to strike. Okay, Kendall up the middle, in for a touchdown. That's from 5 yards out. So that's going to, with 8 minutes, 38 seconds left in the second quarter, the score is now Buchanan 20, Clovis North 7. Slow first quarter. We did not take one offensive snap in the first quarter, believe it or not. But in 2 drives, on a short field, we punched it in for touchdowns both times. All right, kick is up. Allen kicks it through the uprights.
This game has a propensity to get ugly quick.
Yes. All right, Gage says, here's the thing. I got to get some Bear swag. Being a Cougar alum, i.e. Clovis High, I've never worn that blue and red, but I'll do it to support y'all, of course.
I got a hat for you.
Making that jump like Coach Mitchell and Coach Coop. LOL.
That's the least I could do for you, baby. I got a hat for you.
I didn't even get a hat out of the deal, so you're actually getting more than I got, Gage.
Bro, you got a hat.
Bro, I bought this hat.
Man, you want another blue hat, Jordan?
No, I'm good.
Hey, you sounding petty right now, Jordan.
Extra petty. I'm disgruntled.
Disgruntled employee.
All right, so you know what we haven't talked about today is the attendance. So we are a team that is 7-2, on the verge of 8-2 against our crosstown rivals, and our student population looks to be about 41 students in a student body of 2,400 plus. Like, okay, kickoff is up. Looks like we're intentionally not kicking it in the end zone this time. Goes to number 34. He seems shocked that he even got the ball kicked to him.
You own one tonight, George. Own one tonight,
yeah,
bro.
Let me stop.
You had a good week. Did you have a good week?
I didn't, man. I got 1 year older.
Jordan is on one. Shots fired all night.
All night. Forgive me, everybody. So, anyways, going back to the crowd, it reminds me of I've been seeing a lot of talk on Twitter, on social media. People disappointed that Fresno State Bulldogs are doing so well, yet they're struggling to fill up Bulldog Stadium. So we sound like those folks. Okay, so that was a big hit by Brock Jones on first down, pickup of about 7. Okay, so we've got a quarterback change here. The Clovis North Broncos have brought in Trenton Luera. Luera hands the ball off, and he falls forward short of a first down, or very close to a first down, I should say. All right, David Burton setting the record straight. There's been either 11 or 12 in the D1 playoffs the past 3 seasons. So we have more D1 schools with us bringing the Central Coast on.
Hey, Dave is like our official historian. He's the one that brings wisdom to the conversation. You notice that week over
week. Levity and wisdom to the conversation.
He brings that to the conversation.
Agreed. All right, first down and 10. Luera hands the ball off again. Jack Bankston comes in from the edge. Chases that play down from the backside after a pickup of 2 yards. 7 minutes, 22 seconds left. Looks like Clovis North's their strategy here is to rely on this run game, take a little bit of air out of the football, and slow down our offense. Okay, heading into the 9th inning. Red Sox Dodgers score is still knotted up 1-1.
David said Google was my friend.
All right, that play is tipped. Another big play right there by number 40, Jack Bankston. He's having a very good game. We've been calling his name out a lot. Can you imagine this linebacking core if we still had Blake Armis?
Oh my God!
Who tore his ACL earlier in the year.
Dude.
He was actually standing out. I would say amongst all of our linebackers are good, right?
He was definitely going to be a Valley mention.
For sure. You had Steven Scheidt, you have Michael Mertens, you have Jack Bankston, who are all played very, very well for us all season. But Armis was the name that was coming up over and over again in those first 2 or 3 games. All right, 3rd down and 8 here. Junior quarterback Trenton Luera back to pass. He is a little bit off target on number 5 on the crossing route, so that's going to bring up 4th down. inside their own 30. I think it's a certainty that we're going to see them roll out their punting team here. And so, looks like Brock Jones is going to allow Jalen Cropper to get some shine here on this next punt return. Hey guys, thanks for streaming, and hey coach, it's me, Suk. Is that Suk who played basketball for me? All right, kick is up, gonna be at the 45-yard line. Cropper's got a lane. Boy, he's so quick through there. And he's up to the 40-yard line, returns it for about 15 yards there. And this is our third possession and third consecutive time we're gonna be taking over in Clovis North territory. It's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Totally agreed. Field position is key.
All right, Suk, good to hear from you, my man. Great kid. Really enjoyed coaching him in basketball, yes. All right, so we are coming out in the Wildcat here. Cropper is in the shotgun, joined by Levi Williams. First time we're seeing Levi tonight. All right, Cropper keeps it up the middle. Oh boy, avoids that first tackle, falls forward.
That boy's so quick.
9 yards. He's very shifty, very shifty. All right, looks like we're gonna go back to our traditional offense here. Second down and 2. Stevenson back to pass.
Nice, get out the pocket.
He throws it out to Jalen Cropper. Cropper makes a nice catch right there down to the 26-yard line for a first down. So I think at the beginning of the season, Chris, DJ probably pulls that down and runs forward and tucks it and runs. This time he scrambled, bought himself some time, found the open receiver right there. So definitely showing some growth here. 4 wides, Levi Williams in the backfield with Stevenson, first down and 10. Handoff goes up the middle to Levi, and he is going to break loose for a touchdown from 26 yards out, and the 1-2 punch continues. So with 5 minutes and 38 seconds left in the second quarter, the score is now Buchanan 27, Clovis North Broncos 7, excuse me. So Suk lives in Detroit now. Wow. Hey, Detroit might be okay now, Suk, but I think it's going to get cold on you there in short order. So stay warm, bundle up, and keep playing basketball. Keep working on your game. All right, kick is through and good. Buchanan 28, Clovis North 7. 5 minutes, 38 seconds left in the second quarter. And this game started out rocky with Clovis North taking an early 7-0 lead, and since then we've ripped off 28 points. And that's the funny thing about us, Chris. Like, you know, most teams when they put up this number of points, you know, they're putting the ball in the air 40, 45 times a game, right? They're throwing the ball over the field. That's not the Buchanan way.
Now, usually when you go up like this, you just start running the ball, right?
Uh-huh.
Hey, we're running the ball and we still putting point. I mean, it's not much we can do, you know.
No, this is perfect. I think this is perfect. I mean, we're physically just controlling the line of scrimmage. Is, you know, it's on both sides of the ball now. In the beginning, it wasn't that way. It wasn't so much that way on defense, but defensively, we've stepped up the last 3 possessions, and they've got nothing going.
Right. And a side of ranch. What is it? Side of ranch? Is it side of ranch?
He wants guacamole, moly, and a side of ranch.
I just want a roly.
All right, kickoff into the end zone for a touchback. Cowboys traded for Amari Cooper earlier this week. Gage, that's a good discussion topic. and they gave up a very steep price to pay. As a Raiders fan, when news broke that we got a first rounder off the Cowboys for Amari Cooper, I was ecstatic. Not because Coop's not good. Coop's very good. But Coop, his hands, you never know if they're going to be soft and reliable, or if they're going to be if he's going to be stone hands. Okay, they got David Price warming up in the bullpen.
Gay said, hot damn. Oh, I thought he said how about I don't know why that looked like hot damn.
All right, Luera's still in the game, hands the ball off. Ball carrier is going to come up, advance to about the 25-yard line, picks up 5 on the play, 2nd down and 5. Clock is ticking, 5 minutes, 26 seconds left. Buchanan 28, Clovis North 7. Right now, I think the Raiders won that trade just because Coop they got a 5th-year option, so they may only get him for a year and a half. Whereas a first-round draft pick, you're going to have control of that player. Wow, nice play back there. That's Zane Ricks again. He's having a big-time game.
Sucked it up. Absolutely. Pull some of those yards back.
Yeah, so that lost 3 yards on the play, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. But, you know, when you have a first-round draft pick, you control them for 5 years, really, if you exercise that 5th-year option. And we are in shambles right now. We need every draft pick we can get, so...
Hey, I'm a Crabtree fan. I don't know. He brings something to your team.
Yeah, I like Crabtree. So Luera is looking to scramble. And, oh boy! So Zane Ricks, excuse me, Zach's dad
held him up.
Yeah, Zane Ricks got a hold of him first and swung him directly
into Matt
Merritt, who's an animal himself.
Goodness grief!
And junior quarterback Trent Luera absorbed a huge blow right there.
Austin Kemp, what's up, buddy? Hey, you another one that we got to get up here, man. You a plethora of sports knowledge. Let me know when you want to come up during the playoffs and hang out with us.
All right, so this Cowboys-Raiders talk is live right now. So, yeah, Crabtree, he was great for us. He was great in particular for Carr. So, yeah, we cut him and then picked up Jordy Nelson for the same for a very close salary. I didn't follow that move. I wasn't a huge fan of that move. And then to address what Gage was saying, yeah, absolutely. If you're giving him first round for somebody, he better factor heavily into your offense.
Gavin in his feelings. You can come too, Gavin. Gavin, you can come too.
No, Gavin's been clutch these last couple weeks.
No, hey, we need Gavin in front of a computer and Twitter and.
3 out of 4 players with the most pass drops: Crabtree, Devontae Adams, Amari Cooper. Man, all of them are related. It's like all 1 degree of separation from Derek Carr. All right, so we're going to take over on offense, our own 31. Let's get back to the actual football game that we're streaming. 1st down and 10. Stevenson back to pass. He's got a clean pocket here. He's sacked. Looking down the field, nobody was open down the field, but he did have Milton over here off to the side of the field that was available for his check down. So sacked for a 7-yard loss. That was a pretty big hit he absorbed right there too.
Yeah, he did. He was standing flat-footed in the pocket.
Yeah. Did good to hold on to the football right there. All right, handoff goes up the middle to Kendall. Kendall breaks that tackle, still carrying people all the way up to the 41-yard line. So it's always nice when you're behind the down and distance, 2nd and 15 or 2nd and 16, and your All-American tailback picks up 15 yards for you, with all 15 of it coming after contact. All right, 3rd down and 1 here. If I'm a bet man, I'm betting we're going to hand the ball off. To move the chains, yes. He's got a full head of steam. Boy, Kendall is... Okay, so he picks up 12 on that play. Kendall is running downhill very hard right now. I love seeing this from him. He's running hard, and whoever the first person that's trying to tackle him, good luck.
He's getting the brunt of it.
Yes. All right, Gage, we'll see you shortly, my man. Still bottom 9, 1-1. Dodgers coming up. All right, handoff goes again to Kendall. This time he's going to be dropped for a 1-yard loss. Stop sending him to the
short side of the field. You have all of that green on the other side. Why send him to the short side? What does he have to work with over there?
Extra defender, the sideline.
The sideline. Give me a break.
Yeah, I read that too, that the Eagles were willing to I read that the Cowboys were bidding against themselves, and the highest anybody offered was a third. Then I also read that the Eagles had offered a second. So who knows? All I know is I'm happy with that first rounder we got. Stevenson keeps the ball, runs it up the middle. He falls forward to about the 44-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and 6. All right, so at halftime, Liberty Patriots 7, Bakersfield Drillers 0. So barn burner there. So a couple games were circled on the calendar this year. In the Bakersfield area, that game was circled on the calendar week 10, or week 11 actually. The Central Buchanan game was circled on the calendar, and the Buchanan De La Salle was circled on the calendar. And then also Tulare Union faces off against Tulare Western tonight. They're both undefeated. Battle of a couple of D2 teams, two of the most powerful D2 teams in the Valley as well. So a couple of really good games in the Valley tonight. And my man DP is in. Keep my fingers crossed that he doesn't get lit up here in this 9th inning. All right, we're in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers. We're in our heavy set right here with 2 tight ends. Handoff goes to Kendall. He breaks the tackle, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up 4th and 5 inside the 50.
I'm really not liking this play calling, not even a little bit.
And we're sending out our punting unit.
Not even a little bit.
I think we're going to continue to play the field position game here. All right, Gage is back. Supervisors gave him the green light to rejoin us on the live stream. So, Gage, welcome back. We missed you. You didn't miss much though. All right, 26 seconds left in the first half. Looks like we're content to let the clock tick down. Snap goes to Race Malum. 16 seconds and counting on the clock. Gets a nice Buchanan bounce right here. And we're going to pick that thing up right at about the 10-yard line with 9.8 seconds left to go. So, I don't know, Chris, 4th down and 5. We're at the 45-yard line. I feel like we could have snapped the ball.
We could have went for it. I would have went for it just because.
Taken a shot up the field, right? And we throw an interception, and they get it inside the 20 anyways. And if they stop us, it's on their own 45. We're up 21 points.
Yeah.
Very conservative. That must have been us playing nice because they didn't accept the initial wrong uniform penalty at the beginning of that 15-yard penalty.
That was their decision.
All right, leadoff base hit. David Price gives up. So, not a good start.
Victory formation going into halftime. No, Gage. Actually, I think Hawaii does know. It was so funny. When we were in Hawaii for the bowl game last year, man, those Hawaii fans out there talk so bad about their own home team. It is so crazy how bad they talk about Hawaii. It was a lot of people from the island, obviously, that were going to the game, and they said they finally came to watch some real football because they don't get to watch any during the regular season from their own team.
That's brutal.
So, hey, that's horrible, man. So they'd rather come watch Fresno State and Houston. Isn't that crazy?
Just brutal.
Oh, shoot. My Mac is about to go to sleep. We plug it in. All right, everybody. It's halftime right now. You know what? We'll watch the band at halftime. How about that, Jordan? We'll watch the band.
We'll watch the band. Score is Buchanan 28, Clovis North 7. We've got 19 minutes, 58 seconds until we kick off the third quarter. We are going to take our customary 10 to 15 minute break. We will rejoin all of you shortly. Enjoy halftime.
Please welcome the Buchanan High School band to the field under the direction of Mr. John Black, Mr. Joe Avery, and Mrs. Barb Schindler.
What the issue is.
taking the field for your halftime enjoyment is the Columbus North Educational Center Bronco Band and Color Guard. They will be performing the 2018 production Tekka. They are led on the field by drum majors Carson Timber, Ainsley Berryhill, and John Seavey. The Bronco Band is under the direction of Mr. David Lesser, Mr. David Gabrielson, and Mr. Jose Vargas. Now, sit back and enjoy the sounds of the Bronco Band.
There ain't nothing to go down to on this side, so I'm just going to pull up here and get all my goddamn phone. Lights on. It's time to drop the hat. And there it is.
Hold on.
You get some sort of
tap, tap, tap.